Okay. Let's see. And everyone else is just missing it. Oh, wait. I didn't share my screen yet. Hold on. Oh, my goodness.
First of all, I know this is recording, so I hope she sees this. Lauren is never on these freaking calls, so she's killing it right now. I'm like, where's Lauren? She's got 8 Success Club points right now, and I'm just like, girlfriend,
4.
where you at?
All right, let's see. Share screen. Okay. Here we go. Can you guys see my screen? Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, it's weird. I can only see my screen. I can't see any of your faces. So, but I'm so excited about our new team name and our pineapple, and I feel like it just hit Desiree and I so hard at Summit, and we were so excited to share it with you guys because that was the theme of Summit, and I don't even know if I don't think I said it to you guys last week, or maybe I said it in my crying video today, that I realized something I was lacking was belief. And I think that's something we're all lacking, and then we go to Summit and find this name, so it's amazing, and we're excited to keep on, sharing everything with you guys. So we wanted to start by sharing one thing you are happy about today. And we're going to start doing this every call because it's just something we talked about it at Summit. One of the speakers does like studies on happiness, and we just want to bring that to our team. We're all happy in general, but just share one thing every day, like knowing, whether you have a crappy day, you have to share something happy and just to get to know each other more. So I can't see any of you right now. So unmute yourselves and share one happy thing or one thing you're happy about.
I'll go first. Okay. I'm so happy that all of my friends are on this call. I literally have 3 friends, and all 3 of them are right here.
Oh my God, I'm literally right there with you. I'll share a happy thing next. For me, Marley, I've only met you once. Rachel, I've not met you in person yet. Desiree and I have literally shared a bed together the first time we met actually in person. But before Beachbody and for this team, if it were not for you guys, I would not have any friends right now because people at home don't get me. So I am so happy to have all of you and this team and Beachbody because I would not be who I am without all of you. So that makes me happy today, knowing all of you are here and we have this amazing community.
I guess I'll go. I'll second that, or I'll third that, I guess. But my other one, I actually sent a picture to Desiree earlier. It was like a happy, sad kind of thing because I had this favorite tank top, and I literally put it on, and it just fell off. It didn't even stay on my shoulders, and I was just like, oh, but yay! So it was a happy. I'm gonna have to just buy this shirt again in a smaller size, but that's exciting.
It's a good thing.
Yes.
Okay. I would say my one thing today that I'm happy about is life. I went to a funeral viewing earlier. So, that's kind of my thing today is I'm just happy to be alive. And for a long time I wasn't, and I am. So it's kind of huge. It's a pretty good thing to be happy about.
That is a huge thing to be happy about.
Actually, I was really happy about it the other night.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, actually, I just got super drunk in Indianapolis, and apparently that's all I could talk about was how this is the first time I don't want to die, which is, a huge deal. I don't feel as dramatic about it as I probably did while I was drunk, but, this really is the first time in my life where I don't occasionally think about driving off of a bridge or ODing on, a handful of pills. That sounds really dark and fucked up. I'm sorry I said that. But, I feel really good now, so.
But you're around people that love you, so you can say dark and fucked up things.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically. Circle of trust.
I just told you all I didn't shower, so.
And that's totally going on my Instagram story.
No! I'll be so mad at you.
I won't tag you.
What'd you say?
I won't tag you.
No, don't put that on there.
Yeah, I'll put something else.
Okay. Is anybody else on? Because I can't see anybody.
I saw Jen pop on.
No.
Jen was here, but then she disappeared.
I wonder if she's having issues with volume or audio, because that happened to me before where I had to like pop off and pop back on because I couldn't get my audio to connect.
Oh, okay.
Well, Jen, if you are on, tell us at some point. Okay, so a little lopsided board today, but we have a lot of people to recognize. Like, look at all of these freaking names. Look at all this volume and all these lives change. So Lauren's killing it with 4. Rachel, you got 3 people. That is awesome. Desiree has helped 3 people. I've helped 2. Amber has helped 2. Bree has helped, or 1. Sorry, my numbers are off. Marley's helped 1. So way to go, guys. And we have all of this volume, and volume is what's going to drive our income, like, big anyway. That means we're helping more people, finding them, you know, whether it's Shakeology or the Performance Sign, we're helping people where they are. So I'm at 1857. Desiree, I hope I got your number right, and tell me if I didn't.
I think so.
Okay, cool. Lauren's at 615. Rachel, you're at 605. Marley, 263. Nicole's at 262. Olivia's at 259. Amy's at 230. Jess is at 210. Jackie, or I don't know if she goes by Jacqueline or Jackie yet, is at 173. Tiffany's at 166. Bree's at 165. Melissa's at 140. Jen's at 105. Katrina's at 90. Shelby's at 68. Jessica Bateson's at 60. Anthony's at 53. Nate's at 51. And we have, is it Anansa? I hope I say that right. Is at 38. And congrats to Rachel to being our newest Emerald host.
Yay!
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. So proud of you. Okay. We have a bunch of announcements. So I know you guys probably heard some, saw some. There's a lot of announcements at Summit. So I'm just going to kind of go through them. I put all the FAQs. So if you want to go back and read them, you can kind of jot them down. Summit 2019, we're going back to Indy. And I, for one, did not want to go back to Indy before going to Indy this year. Desiree and I were literally talking about it in the car, like, New Orleans, Nashville, now we're going to Indiana. But honestly, I really liked Indiana. It was everything, restaurants were close, everything was close. We weren't walking as much in the heat. And it was just, as one of the Diamond mentors on the call today, it's like New Orleans and Nashville, you're always like, all right, you know, get done the workshop, what's going on tonight? But
Well, 1 second, Caitlin. Can you mute everyone?
oh yeah, I can.
Sorry.
Let's see. Okay, I think everyone should be muted now. Okay. Let's see. Where's my screen? Sorry, guys. What's going on? Okay. So yes, we're going back to Indy, which I think is awesome. I think you guys are really going to like it, and you better all be there next year. Tickets are on sale now. Hotel registration is open. We can start to talk about like housing, who's going, and start to like put some things together. There is a Lift 4 workout with Joel Freeman live June 30th at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think they said they're going to stream it on like Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. So invite people, you know, prospects to do it with you. So more information at FAQ 7530. Guys, Super Saturday / Super Sunday, depending on where you are, is the weekend after 4th of July. Find your closest one and get there. They are amazing. If you've never been to one, you absolutely have to go. There's always, you know, live workouts. They put out announcements from corporate, even though we just had a ton, but especially if you weren't at Summit, get to, this is like going to be like a mini Summit. So find your closest one, get there. So they announced at Summit, there's going to be a 2B Mindset certification program. For more information on that, visit 2bmindsetcertification.com or FAQ 1081. So I think it's more you like kind of having more background knowledge, being able to lead it in like group sessions and things like that. In July, they're running a new thing called Beat Your Best. So if you beat your personal record from the previous 12 months, whether you've been a coach for 1 or 12 months, there's different tier levels and you get different medals, which is really cool. So check out that FAQ for more information, but literally just try and hit your best success club number yet, and you're going to get a medal. New Shaun T workout coming 2019. It's called Transform 20. It's literally 20 minutes, no equipment needed except for like this like riser thing. So that's coming in 2019. I'm sure the sizzle video is already out, and you can check out the FAQ for more information. So you've probably been hearing, sorry, I feel like I'm talking kind of fast. Carl feels really bad that like Shift Shop didn't get as big of a launch as 80 Day Obsession and things like that, because they kind of came out with new ways to launch 80 Day Obsession with all the bundles. So they're kind of like relaunching Shift Shop in October. They have different bundles. He came out with, it's like the Proving Ground. So it's like you kind of do it at the end of each week to like mark your progress kind of thing. So that is coming out in October. There will be a test group with Chris Downing. So
We had someone come unmuted again.
All right. If you're like, I have to stop sharing. If you're muted, can you mute yourself, guys, if you know how to do that? And then Desiree, can you tell me if everyone's muted? Okay. And last, I'll see. Okay, I think everyone's muted now. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going like this. So, pumpkin spice vegan Shakeology is coming to the U.S. Holy moly! Literally, we had to give our favorite takeaway on the mastermind call today, and I was like, pumpkin spice Shakeology, and I was not the only one. Only in the fall, and we were putting bets on how long before this sells out. One girl's like a day and a half, and I was like, I give it like an hour. Like, literally, everyone's gonna want this. And I don't know if they put a limit on it, but I'm sure they will, because people are gonna be, because it only comes in like 14 packs, I think, like 14 packets or 7 or something. So more to come on that. I'm so pumped. Oh, and it's vegan, which is awesome for the people that can't have dairy. Okay, so I said Beachbody announcements, but then Team Believe announcements. So we were going to put together like a little retreat group getaway weekend for October, but we decided to move it until January instead, just to kind of give us some more time to put it together, give us all more time to, make travel plans. We'll probably end up saving a little bit. So whatever, like, it'll probably be like mid-January-ish, whenever that Super Saturday weekend is when we want to have it, so we can find a cool city, go to a awesome Super Saturday, and just bond and have lots of fun in the process. So more details will come, but just know we're going to move that to January. I think it'll be better for everybody, and we're super excited about it. Yay, I see some more faces. Hi, guys. Thanks for popping on, Olivia, Tiffany, and Jen. So our July boot camp starts July 16th, so make sure you're inviting to that. It can be, Lift 4, it can be To Be Mindset, whatever. It's going to kind of be a general group where we're just feeding in and loving on everybody that's in there. But just a reminder, if you put people in there, have a little side chat with them. Make sure you're giving them that more individualized love versus the bigger group. I've been doing that with my people each month, and I feel like it's getting them to bond even more than the bigger group. I see them talking to each other, but also giving them that smaller environment too. I'm seeing people make more progress that way. So I would recommend you guys do it too. And also, Diamond Internship is coming. So kind of the basic information, it's going to start July 9th. It's a Monday. To be considered for the group, you need to be an active Emerald by July 4th. Yes, it's a Wednesday, but if you're shooting to get Emerald, got to do it. Applications are due July 2nd. So to apply for the Diamond Internship, email either Desiree or myself, whoever your direct coach is, and tell us why you should be picked for this training. That's how we're deciding. So you tell us, why do you want to be in this training? What do you want to get out of it? What are your goals? Like, it's really open-ended here. We aren't setting a number. We're not saying, okay, we're going to take 2 people or 1 person or 3. It's not going to be even from each downline, from Desiree and myself. It's just, we're going to pick the people that show us the most that they really want this, because we're going to pour into you. So we want to pour into the people that really are ready to take this and run with it. And if you do not get picked, do not think it's because we don't love you. You're not a good coach. We just want to love you and give you other tools to get to the point where you're ready for this internship, because we will continue to run it. So
Caitlin, can I also add something to that as well?
I was just going to ask you to add.
Okay. For the Diamond Internship, So like Caitlin said, we're not setting a definitive number of how many people we are going to invite into the group. I would love to have every single person in our downline in this training. However, one major factor, of course, you have to be Emerald and you have to be active, but one key factor is also going to be your social media pages. Oh, yeah. You don't have to look like an Instagram model or anything. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if you haven't posted every single day for at least 7 days, that's going to come up as a red flag to us, because you're not sharing your journey often enough for us to focus on Diamond. So even if you are an Emerald coach, but you're only posting like every 4 days or once a week or not at all, it wouldn't serve you to be in a Diamond training. So if you want to participate in that, we want you there. And so you have between now and July 2nd, the next few days, to just get that posting game up, be present, show up. And the people that are showing up are going to be the people that are selected for the internship.
Yep. So, good ad. I forgot that part. Okay, so that is it for our announcements. So, 3 of you missed the beginning, so I'm going to call you out now. Jen, Tiffany, and Olivia, we shared in the beginning of this call, and we're going to do it going forward. We're going to start every call with one thing. Big, small, whatever, that you are happy about today. It can have something to do with coaching. It can have something to do with you bought a new notebook that you freaking fell in love with, because I literally looked at my avocado notebook and I fell in love with it. But what is one thing you are happy about today? So Jen, Olivia, or Tiffany, one of you go first, and then we're just going to go around because we want to hear from you because we all share.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. I've kind of, I've always been like scared to even like say that I'm a health coach, because of fear that I don't have time to really take care of people and stuff. But I've been really talking about it, and I've got a lot of people just coming to me from everywhere. I'm like, where did you come from? So it's really exciting.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. That is amazing. I knew you could do it. I knew it was just a matter of time. And now that you're seeing it and you're feeling it, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. All right, Tiffany, you're up. Can you hear me? All right, maybe she can't hear us. If you can hear us at any point, just unmute yourself and tell us. Let's see, did she post in the chat? Okay. All right, well then we will keep going. So that was all of our announcements and our slides. Should we go into the shape thing? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I got on. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm glad. Tell us your one thing you're happy about.
Today was a rough day, but anyways, I woke up late, so I missed my morning workout. And so later I was kind of feeling ick all day. And I had a patient not show up right before lunch, so I just took that off. And I came home, got my workout done, and showered, ate, and went back to work. And I was in a way better mood.
That's awesome.
Good for you. I'm happy about that. I'm glad you're feeling better. Took that time for yourself.
Yep.
Okay. So we had so much fun at Summit, and all of you need to be with us there next year. Frigging life-changing. We were crying, we were laughing, we were dancing, had some drinks, we had so many laughs. And so many times we said, we can't wait for our coaches to be here with us next year. So please mark it on your calendars, July 11th to the 13th, and commit to being there with us, because it is just something you don't want to miss. It is, there's no words I think that could actually describe the feeling of being in that community and just being around all of these people and just connecting and hearing people's story and seeing yourself in their story and seeing the top coaches as normal, real people who are just like us. And it gives you such hope. It's like, they can do it. I can do it. And it just is amazing. So
shout out to Marley, who has already purchased her ticket. So Marley's going.
Oh my God. So Marley, you're gonna love it, and so is everybody. So one of the things we wanted to do with you guys, because we had a lot of fun doing this. So one of the speakers, the way Summit is set up, there's morning session where it's everybody in the same room. And then you break off into workshop sessions. So one of the speakers was a motivational speaker / comedian. and she was hilarious. And she literally did this. She asked us, okay, Desiree, you do it better than I do, so I'm handing it over to you. And I have what the shapes are, so I'll read them after.
Okay, so I want you guys right now to picture a square, a triangle, a circle, and a squiggly line. Okay, you guys picturing those shapes? Okay, so for the wait, Olivia, there we go. Okay, cool. So for the squiggly line, how are you guys picturing that? Like, draw the squiggly line in the air, like how you're picturing it. Like, just right now on camera. Oh my God. Okay, so from the three that I could see, you guys each drew it differently. So Marley drew hers horizontal, Rachel did up and down, and then Jen did the diagonal one. Jen, you're crazy. That's what that means. This is like a personality test. She said not to trust people who do the diagonal line because they literally are out of their mind. And then Marley's the only normal person because she did the horizontal one. And Rachel, you're just a little cookie too. But you're not, Rachel's crazy, but she's not nearly as crazy as Jen. But now, so I want you guys to think about all the shapes I just listed. The square, the triangle, the circle, and the squiggly line. And I want you to draw one in the air, or draw it on a piece of paper right now. Don't do it in the air, draw on a piece of paper. Okay, Olivia, draw yours in the air since you don't have a piece of paper right now. Okay. Now, raise your hand if you drew a square. Okay. Caitlin, you want to read the personality deciphering of the squares?
So squares are detail-oriented, dependable, and responsible. They work hard, they are organized, and they hate clutter. Love data, numbers, policies, and procedures. Analytical, can be stubborn, hesitant to change. Logical, expressing emotion may be difficult. Best when working alone rather than on a team. Frugal, and see fun as a luxury. Some helpful tips for squares. Let go and have a bit more fun. Let people know what you want and what you need. Be more open to change. Try being more spontaneous and smile. Okay, next one.
All right. Now raise your hand if you were a triangle. Rachel, I knew you were a triangle.
Triangles are, bottom line, hate to leave, hate to lose even more than they love to win. Extremely confident, love to debate and argue, outspoken, can be sarcastic, smart, know a little about everything, like to be in charge, love to multitask, rarely apologize, successful, impatient, but self-motivated. Helpful tips for triangles. Relax once in a while. Slow down and give people a chance to get on board. Multitasking may keep you from finishing your projects. Give others a chance to lead and realize that you are not always right.
All right. Where are the circles at? Any circles? Are we the only circles?
Tiffany's a circle.
Okay. What's up, circles? Okay, but I'm going to preface saying I feel like I used to be a triangle, and then like I stopped taking birth control, and now I'm a circle.
I'm a circle who has a baby but a square sometimes. All right, so circles. Love to have fun and laugh. Work best on teams. Take things personally. I totally do. Empathetic and compassionate. Great storytellers, but often exaggerate the story to make it sound better. Want to fix everyone else. May give the silent treatment when they feel hurt or angry. Struggle setting boundaries. Talk too much. Hate conflict and confrontation. Often feel guilty and responsible for others. Overcommit and can't say no. And helpful tips for circles. You are responsible to people, not for people. Learn to say no without guilt. Hold others accountable. Remember, you can't always please everyone. So, Marley, are you a squiggle?
Marley's off the team.
No.
As comment, they said the squiggles are crazy.
They like to be around people who are fun, and you're around fun people. They adapt easily to change, super energetic, love to try new things, get bored easily, shoot from the hip, and don't always research first. You're our idea generator, Marley. They're not as organized as they should be. They speak before they think. They don't like to be told what to do. They're counterintuitive, and they like attention. Helpful tips for squiggles. Slow down, otherwise you miss necessary details. Listen rather than plan on what you're saying next. Some situations require seriousness rather than fun. Focus on the topic at hand. Like, I personally read this circle. I was like, oh yeah, that's me. And then I read the helpful tips for squares. I was like, yeah, I need that too. So the point of this, she was literally like calling people out left and right. She's like, squares, you're sitting here saying this to yourself. And they're all like, oh my God. And it was funny because everybody is different. But the point of it was, look at all of us. We're all different. But you need all of the shapes for a successful team because we all have our strengths. We all have our weaknesses. But together, we put them together and we're stronger. So we wanted to do that with you guys because we had fun doing it. And we thought it was great.
Oh, and I know at Summit too, one of the things we realized, so mine and Caitlin's coach, Anita, she's a triangle, and she was like so pissed that she's a triangle. And the speaker even said, triangles, you're saying to yourself, well, I'm a little bit of that, I'm a little bit of that. No, you're a triangle. Triangles want to be every shape but a triangle. But so Anita was like, I think I'm a circle. We're like, no, you're a triangle. But the cool thing though, the important thing behind that is, so Anita is very like bottom line driven. Like, okay, we need to hit our numbers. We need to do this. This is what we need to be successful. But then Caitlin and I are just like, we just want to hug everyone and tell them that we love them. And we want to make people feel important. And we want you to know that we care about you. But having those two shapes together, I mean, when you put the three of our minds together, we figured out a game plan on how we can care about people and love on people while still building a business that's got bottom line numbers that do need to be hit and that has goals that do need to be set. So this is why it's important to have all these different shapes. Now we've got a squiggle. We've got Marley who's going to just throw crazy ideas at us. And we have the squares who are going to be like, you guys, we have shit to do. Stay focused.
And the circles are going to be like, yay, guys, you're awesome. We love you all.
And all the circles were just like all over the place, like super ADD with no way to like stay on track. But it takes all of these shapes to build a successful team. So it's actually really cool that we have coaches on this team just on this call alone of every single shape. It's so important.
Yes. Does everyone like that? Were you like, oh yeah, that's actually me? Like when you heard the, of course you wouldn't, Marley. You're a squiggle. Okay. So we kind of didn't plan a concrete training tonight. We were kind of just gonna talk about takeaways. I know Desiree and I both came in live in our team page. I'm pretty sure we both cried to you guys. So do we want to just talk? Do you guys have questions? How do we want to take it next? Puppy.
Do you want to, I guess we'll leave it up to you guys. What would be more beneficial? Would you rather Caitlin and I each share our Summit takeaways? Would you rather ask us questions about Summit? Or would you rather have an open discussion about just coaching stuff in general?
And I'm almost going to say this too. It's about 8:40. I'm almost wondering, just a thought, maybe just do open discussion for a little bit, because we did talk about bringing you each workshop. Like, we have notes from each workshop that we were going to kind of break down and give you each, like, one team call at a time. So we're going to give you everything. So maybe we just kind of leave it. Oh, go ahead. Are you going to say something?
Yeah, I like that idea. So I think we should talk, though, a little bit about the belief thing. We can talk about the theme. I feel like that's a good place to start today. And it can still be an open discussion. So like Caitlin said at the beginning of the call, while we were at Summit, it just kind of clicked that Team Believe should be our name. And like, I'm so like anti-cheesy name. I was like, if one of you guys had suggested Team Believe like a week ago, I'd be like, we need something cooler and edgier than that. But in that moment at Summit, I realized that belief is the only thing holding any coach back in this business. And it's the only thing holding me back from being the coach that I want to be, the only thing holding you guys back from being the coaches that you want to be. And so, so I felt like it was a really fitting name. Caitlin felt like it was a really fitting name. There were some notes about fears and beliefs that I did want to share with you guys tonight. Just notes I took while we were at Summit. So there's a workshop with Ashley Malstead and Amy Silverman. Both are top 10 coaches. And one of them said, do not let fear hold you back. Fear is selfish. What else did I write? Well, we'll start with that. Fear is selfish. And I know most of us think that every single one of us, I know we have seen people on our timeline or have seen people on Instagram or have people that we know in real life who we've thought, man, they could really benefit from this. Or man, they would really be a great coach. But for whatever reason, either because of our previous affiliations with them or because we don't know them at all, we haven't reached out to that person because we care about what they're going to think. We care about what they're going to say. We're fearful of the reaction that we're going to get from that. And had my coach, my original coach, Ashley, who I used to babysit her kids, had she not had the courage to send me a message out of the blue saying, hey, do you want to do 21-day fix? It was, by the way, I should go back and show you guys. It was the worst message ever. Like, she was a brand new coach. It was a sloppy invite. If I were to go back and critique it, I'd be like, well, I wouldn't have said that and I wouldn't have done that. But you can never say the wrong thing to the right person. So even if you are a new coach who doesn't know how to invite and you're just botching and throwing random shit in a message and do this challenge group, do you want to do it with me? It costs this. And even if you word vomit on people, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And by you being fearful of inviting someone to what you're doing, you're taking that from them. You're taking it from them before they even have a chance to decide. So I just want to throw that in for today. Like, be brave, believe in yourself, believe in other people. And then also when you get new challengers, and I feel like I mentioned this on one of the live videos I did in the team page, but when you sign people up, and this is something I feel so freaking guilty about this, it's going to like eat me to my core until I go back and make amends with every single person I've done this to. But we as coaches have to get out of the habit of signing up challengers, throwing them in a challenge group, and ignoring them or forgetting about them.
And I'll say I'm right there with Desiree. We realized it. I was doing the exact same thing, and it kills me. And I'm like, I wasted these people's time. So we were doing it. So the speed of the leader, the speed of the back. You guys were doing it too, because you signed up with us. That's why we did to half of you in the beginning. You know what I mean? But as we learn from our mistakes, we're not standing up here saying we're perfect. We're saying this is where we fucked up. Excuse my language, but this is how together we are growing and getting stronger and making things better.
Yeah. So when we sign people up, it's important that we let them know that we believe in them and regularly let them know. Because there are times where people, literally the only thing that they need to hear a particular day before they give up is like, hey, I know you can do this. And just think, by you not saying that to someone, you could have like totally caused someone to just dip out on their journey. So yeah, that's messages.
And to kind of add to what Desiree said, it came in one of the other workshops. Melanie Mitchell actually said it, and I feel like it kind of goes here as well. Like, you know, we brought people in, we have to believe in ourselves, and we not stand in our way. So 2 things I wanted to add to that. I believe I said it in my live video, but it really hit home for me. Haley Christian said it. She's like, fear/anxiety is the same thing as excitement. So if you're scared to invite someone, just turn that feeling around. Literally in your head, say to yourself, I'm excited to talk to this person. And it literally changes the emotion. Like, I was doing it all last week to myself. And I was like, I'm excited to push for this. I'm excited to do this. And it literally, it knocked all my fears away. It knocked my anxiety down. Like, I wanted to do so much more and be so much higher SC before I went to Summit, and I wasn't, but I kept telling myself, I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to do that. And it helped. So, you know, turn that fear into excitement. They're literally the same emotion. Say it to yourself. Write it down, whatever you need. Triangle fronted edges. But also, Melanie Mitchell said it, and I thought this was really important to share. Going along with that fear and knocking it out of the way. every single one of you, whether you are on this call right now or you watch the recording, you are part of this team and you are here for a reason. This is no longer an opportunity you have to share. This is your responsibility. You sign up to be a coach. So whether you help one person a month, 2 people a month, 500 people a month, you are here and meant to do something with this. This is now your responsibility. So if you look at it like that and knock that fear out of the way, you're going to be amazing coaches. Not that you aren't now, but just kind of think of it like that. This isn't just an opportunity, because an opportunity makes it optional. But this isn't optional for any of us. We're here. We're doing big things together.
And I'm gonna add to that too. An opportunity is very like self-focused. Like, this is my opportunity. This is my opportunity to get ahead. My opportunity to make a commission. My opportunity to make money. But no, this is my responsibility to help other people. And then the money, the rank advancing, they'll come if you're helping people. So, does anybody want to add anything or talk about anything that they're struggling with this week as far as their business?
I saw Olivia said something about getting back on track. And to kind of speak to that topic, like, and let me know if this helps, and then, hop in and share anything else. I feel like getting back on track, we all have hard times. Like, even just like I went to Summit thinking, oh, I'm gonna have time to do a power hour every day, and like we were so freaking busy. So literally, I had to get back on track when I get back. Like, when you're off your routine, we all go through periods where we get off track, and like what I always come back to is the business activity tracker. Go through that. Like, we have a tracker in the team files. It's like, just pull that back out and just go down the list and say, okay, what's, go top to bottom, or think, okay, what's most important right now? Do I have an inbox full of people? Let's start there. Let's talk to those people. Always take care of you first. Get your workout in, drink your shake, do your PD, feel good, and then tackle that to-do list and just check it off. Do one thing at a time and just focus on one thing at a time. And if you have an hour, then, invite, and I can go to more specifics with you based on time and stuff like that, but always just go back to that list. Okay, those things are going to move your business forward. Does that help? You can say, like, unmute yourself, say anything else you want, like, totally open, like.
Yeah, I think, like, for me, it's just been so crazy. So, like, I get off work, and do any of you other girls have a full-time job other than Desiree? Like, that work other hours?
I do. I work.
Yeah, so, like, maybe you can relate to this, but, like, I get off at 5, and then I am getting my workout in, and then I'm eating, and then, I mean, we talked about this too, Caitlin, on our regular chat, and I just feel like then it gets to a point, and then I need to shower, and then I need to spend time with my dog, and then I need to do this and that, and this and that, and it gets really overwhelming to try and find the time, like, to check Facebook, and then be on Instagram, and then it's just like, for right now, I'm just like, maybe I just need some tips on how to manage that better. But that's like what I'm really struggling with right now, is like finding time for and balancing everything between like our challenge groups and Instagram and family time.
And it is a lot. And so, you hear from me a lot. The girls you guys that are full-time working a job right now, why don't you hop in and give the tips that you're using right now that are making this easier for you guys?
Yeah.
Like, Tiffany, you work. Jen, you work a lot. Rachel, like, Marley, your mom, like, or
So one takeaway that I had from Summit about the busy schedules, because most coaches start out as people who work full time, or moms who, I mean, that's a full-time job in itself too. Actually, the page of my notes that I'm open to right now from Summit are the effective business planning with part-time hours. So most of us aren't signing up as coaches like, all right, I've got all the time in the world, I'm going to work a full-time business. Most people do coaching in pockets throughout the day. So what is your work schedule like right now?
So I on Mondays I work from 7 to 6, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I work from 7 to 5, and then I'm going to school on Fridays, and then most of the time I'm either working after that, or that's like the day that I've been really focusing on coaching um if I'm not working after that, and then working on Saturdays, and then Sundays free. It's just been so crazy.
What did you say?
And
on
I tried
Sundays?
I'm sorry.
What do you say you do on Sundays?
And then Sundays are normally free, so then I focus on that as well.
Okay, so I would keep your Sundays free because everybody needs a free day.
Mhm.
You need a day to like just do nothing. So don't
Yeah.
coach on Sundays. Okay, so with your schedule, what time do you usually wake up and leave for work in the morning?
So that is like the most thing that I'm trying to work on so much is waking up earlier, and it's just not working. So I try and I have to be at work at 7:20. So I'm leaving the house at like 7. So I'm trying to be up at like 6:30, but most of the time it's I'm waking up, making my shake and leaving like right away. So like I'm trying to wake up, but then I'm also not I can't fall asleep earlier, so then I'm not getting the 7 hours of sleep, and it's just like crazy.
So what time do you usually fall asleep?
I try and fall asleep no later than 10:30.
And when you actually falling asleep?
So I'm probably falling asleep around 11ish, like 11:30ish.
Okay, what
And it's
time do
just
you get home?
I'm sorry.
What time do you get home from work?
I get home from work at like either 6:30 or 5:30 depending on the day.
Okay. So basically you got between 6:30 and 11
Mhm.
to like
And then I'm also studying for tests that I can't neglect, and then my dog, and then my boyfriend, and then eating is like I think I need to focus on like when I am like doing the smaller things that I can kind of put in a couple extra minutes, like inviting. So I think it's just like trying to incorporate in those little free time.
So what I used to do when I first started as a coach, which I'm not recommending because it didn't work, was I
Mhm.
tried to coach all day long. I tried to wake up, post something on social media, go to work, constantly checking my phone. Lunch break, I'm constantly coaching. Come home, I'm totally absent and trying to like constantly glued to my phone.
And yeah, that's exactly what I was starting to do, and I think that's why now I'm like lost, because then I was like trying to back off, and then I kind of like not completely backed off because I'm still like present, but now I'm like, okay, I need to find a new routine because I was doing it a lot and now I'm doing it not a lot, and it's really hard to find a happy medium for me.
So you don't have to do it every single day
Yeah.
to start. So pick a 1 to 2 hour block that you can commit to. And even if it's just Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or like whatever few days a week that works for you, set a date, set a time, and make those your business hours. And don't do it on your phone either. I created my own little office in here. It's in my guest bedroom. It's like just thrown together. It looks cute for the picture because I got a little decoration on the wall, but it's just like my extra storage room in my apartment. But I have a desk. I've got my computer set up so that when I sit down at this table, I know immediately I have to work. And then when I get up and I leave and my work hours are done, I know that I can set my phone down and not have to worry because I know that my vital behaviors have been done. So even if I come and sit here for like an hour a day, to me, like that's the most beneficial. So I know having a crazy schedule is hard, but
Yeah.
but don't neglect it.
And it helps listen.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
And it like helps listening to people who are also like in the same position that like are working to like have an extra input of like, okay, yeah, maybe I can find time there. So it's really helping that you guys are saying that.
And then another thing that's really helped me too, and I know this is like so counterintuitive for coaches, is when I'm not actually working my business, I'm not on social media because that is the biggest time sucker of all time suckers. So I try not to open Facebook. I know I'm not perfect at it, but I try not to even open Facebook if I am like hanging out with my boyfriend or if I'm doing non-coaching related tasks so that I can give my full attention to other areas of my life and then coach when it's coach time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you need that balance. Like that is something like I know I did not always do well with, and I neglected the household stuff, and I didn't spend enough time with Anthony because I was like trying to do too much. So, we'll keep working with you and we will find you that balance, because we're not here telling you kill yourself, like work every day, don't spend time with your boyfriend, don't put work into school. Like that is all important. This is just a piece of who you are and a
Oh
piece of
yeah.
something that's important to you. So we will continue to help you find that balance.
Yes, thank you. I needed this call tonight to like really talk it out with you guys and figure out your guys' input, because something like I know that I need to change something because I want this still. Like I really want to like thrive. Like Marley, you're doing awesome. Like I love watching you like thrive. Like I want that too. And it's just been really like it's nice to talk, like that we're having this call to talk.
And that's why they're so important to us too, because
Mhm.
like we all work from our bedrooms, our homes, and sometimes it feels like you're doing this alone, but then when you get on calls like this, it's like, no, everybody has struggles, everybody has their own shit.
Mhm.
We're all
Yeah.
together, so you're not alone.
I
Yeah,
wanted to.
and
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
I was going to say, coming from like a new coach too, like, and you can ask Desiree, I really, 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 really struggle with social media. I've never really been present on social media ever. So like, I kind of started, like one day I would just focus on Instagram, and then one day I would focus on like my, like couple little bit of time on Facebook, because if I tried to do both at the same time, I just got like completely overwhelmed and all these things happening. And I think it'll be a lot easier once, I start doing this more. But at this point in my business and my personal development, I just can't do it all because I'm like still trying to like figure out how to post a picture. So like, I think taking little baby steps too helps.
That's great advice.
And she's totally still trying to figure out how to just post a picture. I'm just kidding, Rachel.
And even as a mom, like I go through the same things. Like for the longest time, I was doing exactly what you and Desiree were saying, where I was just trying to work my business all day and spend time with 2 kids. And when I started this business, I was 7 months pregnant. So I was trying to focus on the issues with my pregnancy, trying to focus on my daughter, trying to focus on this business. And it gets to a point where it's so overwhelming that you just don't even want to touch it. You're like, I don't want to do it. And I did basically what Desiree is talking about, is I broke it up into chunks. So I would make sure that I'm spending time with my kids for a certain period of hours. In the morning, I let them play and I do my personal development. I get up crazy early, like 4 a.m. early. And I'm a stay-at-home mom, so people think I'm psycho. But I get up that early so I can get my workout done and get that out of the way first thing. And then when they take their naps, then I focus on work. And then the rest of the day is them until my boyfriend gets home, and then it's back to work. So it's just kind of finding those hours or even hour that works for you, that okay, I can sit down and 100% focus on this and we'll be good. And then next I'll do my homework, or vice versa. Whatever works for you, just sit down and schedule those times and work with it. Because sometimes it doesn't work perfectly the way that you think it will right away. Just mess with it a little bit, because you will find something that just feels right, and it'll click and it'll become routine, and you will just start seeing it go. And you can do this. Believe in yourself.
I love that.
I love it. Thank you.
Oh, and I have one more last like tip about that too. Try to figure out different things that you can do to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. For example, like for a long time, I feel like I was totally neglecting my relationship, and I was just constantly coaching, constantly focused on my phone. And my boyfriend's like, "Hey, I'm here too." And so what we started doing in the past month, I guess 2 months now, is we work out together. So working out is the thing. Working out is something I do for my business. I have my phone set up, so I'm recording my workout while I'm getting my workout done, so I can go on to Instagram. And I'm spending time with my boyfriend. We're having a good time. And then when we're done, he makes my shake for me. So now I'm not going to assume that every boyfriend is like that. It took Nate 2 years to be like, "Hey, let's do it like this." But if your boyfriend's open to that, like that doing the workouts together or doing some sort of business activity together kind of makes it less daunting. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many different things calling my attention.
Or just something simple you can combine. It's like, do your personal development in the car. Like that's one less thing you have to do when you're at home. Or like, I don't know if you get like a lunch break at work, but like I would do mine on my lunch break, like not to break up and take away from that hour of time, but like if you have a 30-minute lunch break, is it better to scroll Facebook or, answer a couple messages or something?
Mm-hmm.
Something to play around with.
Yeah, definitely.
There's always ways.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
I feel like lately, this is what my biggest struggle is right now. So my kids nap for usually between 1.5 to 2 hours, and that's like a very good solid block of time that I have to work. And I feel like I'm not getting as much done as I want to, and I cannot figure out why. Like it's not like I'm sitting there scrolling. Occasionally I catch myself and I'm like, yo, stop. But most of the time, like, I'm trying to engage and like doing all these things that we're all talking about, but then at the end of the day, I'm only getting in total, combining all the categories, the invites, the connections, the follow-ups, and all that. And I'm like, what is going on? And I've tried putting it in different ways. So waiting to respond to messages until I'm done inviting, connecting, and trying to get more output that way. But I just feel like I can't figure out why it's taking me so long to get like these invites in. Should I be searching for specific people? Like, I don't know. That's my biggest struggle. I don't know if it's even a question anybody can help me with.
No, I just watched a video on this actually. Ashley Feldheisen, because I just stalk her entire life now. I'm gonna send you. I'll post it to the team page. I just want, because I was kind of having the same issue. I'm like, okay, I just spent a lot of time and only got X amount of invites out. Like, I got to be able to make this quicker. So, there was another one of her videos that I just watched. Actually, after I dropped Caitlin off at the airport, I listened to it in the car, and I'm not going to try to explain it. I'm just going to send you guys the link. I'll post it in the team page and tag you guys in it so you can check it out.
Cool. Thank you. Because that's my biggest weakness, because before, when I wasn't like trying to engage or whatever, I was pulling like crazy numbers, and now I'm like really trying to engage and connect with people and build friendships before just inviting like I was doing. And I just feel like I'm not pulling the same numbers, and I know I'm capable of it, but I'm not sure what the hell I'm doing.
You're loving on people a little bit more. And, when they announced top 10, as they were calling them up, they were talking about, how many elite points they had, how many, coaches they brought in that year, how many rank advanced to diamond, and all these 1,000 coaches, 700 coaches. And I'm like, and I'm pretty sure it was Melissa McAllister was in top 10, and she brought in, I think, 177 coaches compared to the 1,000 that other people were bringing in, and rank advanced like 7 diamonds. So there's something to say about quality over quantity.
That makes sense.
Give yourself a little grace. While watch the video Desiree said. And I don't know if this helps or if this even applies to what you're saying, but like, do you track what you're doing? Like, I keep like a Google sheet, and I literally write like 9 to 9:30. Like, this is what I worked on. 10 to, and it keeps me on track and keeps me like knowing what I'm doing with my time.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely try that, because I guess right now I'm just going as I see it. I don't know. I'll most of the time in that 2-hour period, 1.5, 2-hour period, I've been getting like over 120 likes on almost every single picture. So I'm just scrolling through trying to, pick out the people that I haven't spoken to yet or connected to, or following up with people. But going through those and making sure I'm engaging with the people that are engaging with me, if that makes sense. So that's a very time consuming thing. What's up, Des?
Marley, I'm so glad you just said that, because she reminded me. You have like the problem that every single coach wishes they had.
Oh,
I wish I had your problem. I wish I just had so many people engaging on my shit, and I was like, I can't message them all. But no, so this video that I was telling you about, I had a really good post, or past few days of posting, and I've gotten a lot of engagement on stuff on both Facebook and Instagram. So what I did last night, it took quite a bit of time. I mean, not a ton of time. It only took so much time because I was hell bent on sending 200 invites. You don't have to send 200. But this is the message that I sent. So I posted it. I changed my profile picture of the headshot that we took at Summit. And then I posted something about like my food today. And both of those things got a lot of likes, loves, comments. So this is the message that I sent to people. And today, like, my inbox is full. Like, I have a lot of, when I get off this call, I'm probably going to be up into, oh shit, I have to work day shift tomorrow. Well, I don't know when I'm going to get back to these messages, but hopefully tonight. I'm going to try to get back to them tonight. But this is the invite that I sent. I said, hey, Nicole, thanks for the love on my post yesterday. I just realized that you and I have never had the chance to work together. I don't know what your plans are this summer, but if I were to hook you up with a workout and nutrition plan, would you be down to dive into my July virtual boot camp with me and some girlfriends? So I'll copy that and paste that. So with that message, I combined kind of two different things that I was learning from other coaches. I copied the if I, would you part from Ashley Feldheisen. She uses that inviting technique. If I were to set you up with a fitness and nutrition plan, would you be down to X, Y, and Z? People like that better than just like, hey, I'm doing this challenge, do you want in, or whatever. What I also added to that was something that Anita shared with us while we were at Summit. And she starts the message out saying, thanks for the love of my post. I just realized that you and I have never had the chance to work together. So if you're someone who's consistently posting on social media, if you can scroll your social media and tell immediately that you do something health and fitness related, that's a really good invite to send, because chances are if they're liking your stuff, they kind of have an idea of what you do or vaguely understand that you're into health and fitness. So it takes out that step of like having to forcefully build this relationship. I mean, you should still be building relationships, but what I'm trying to do right now is focus on building relationships on my page. So posting engaging content, posting things that people will comment on and engage with me there. So then by the time I end up in their inbox, it's not just like this cold message of, hi, would you like to do a challenge group with me? I'm like, hey, I saw you like my post. We haven't worked together yet. This is what I've got going on. Would you, blah, blah, blah. And so I sent out like 200 invites. I said I was up really late last night, but like actually I was up really late doing other stuff because the invite part took me like an hour and I sent 200 invites out.
Yeah, because I know one thing that's been working really well for me is like when I notice people follow me or whatever, or if I notice they like a post or they engage or whatever and they follow me, I'll just shoot them a message and be like, hey, I just wanted to pop in and say thank you so much for showing some love on my page and for following me on my journey to health and happiness. Like, I really love connecting with new people, especially people interested in this, whatever it is on their page. And then I'll be like, anyways, just wanted to shoot you some positive vibes. I hope you have a good day. So it was basically Ashley Feldheisen's thing, but adding a few things. And I've had so much more engagement, so much more positive feedback. And it's all like from the people that I've been connecting with. So that I think was a huge link that what I was missing in the beginning, because I was literally just cold inviting like everybody and I was getting nowhere. And now people that I was cold inviting that I'm like literally fresh starting with, like connecting with them, being like, hey, how's it going? They're actually responding now. So I feel like I'm getting somewhere, but I'm just at that edge where it's like, I need that breakthrough. I need to bust through that wall. I don't know.
And as long as you keep moving forward, you're gonna bust through that wall. Like, the only way you won't get through that wall is if you stop. You will figure something will click. It will happen.
Well, and Caitlin, you and I were just talking about that at Summit, how the entire month of June and like the end of May, you and I have been basically focusing our time on changing the way we were doing things. So like right now, I'm sitting at SC6 where ordinarily I would at least be at 10. And yeah, and I was just freaking out. I'm like, holy crap, like I've been doing a lot of work this month, but it's not doing what it usually does. And but so just keep that in mind. Like right now, you may feel like you're just messaging and getting nowhere with it. But every single message that you've sent so far in this last month is just another seed planted, another seed planted, another seed planted. And now, because of the types of messages that we're sending now, you're actually fostering that real relationship so that down the road, when you do follow up with these people, a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, however many months from now, they'll remember your first conversation and be like, oh yeah, I meant to do that thing with Marley. This is a good time. So basically you're filling your pipeline right now. And I feel the same way too. I'm just like, I've talked to like 500 people. why am I just at SC6? But I know that now that these are all brand new people that I would have never talked to before. So now I'm just filling that funnel. I'm like, okay, just come on in. And it's like trying to pump a well. There's like an analogy to that. I don't remember what it was, but like you can't pump a well if your well's dry. Well, right now I'm filling up my well or something like that.
Yeah, because I've been feeling the same way. Because like you guys saw, I'm at SC2 right now, and I've been pushing to get at least SC5, SC10 every month, and I'm just like, I feel like you said, I feel like I'm just messaging and not getting anything back. But my last question: do you suggest 2 connections before inviting or 1 connection? Because one thing that I'm kind of testing out is if I connected 2 weeks ago, I'll go back and check their page and like see if they've added new pictures and try to connect with that. And then they've also some of the people, not many, have responded back and been like, oh yeah, and like keep the conversation going. But some people just don't even respond. So I don't know, what would you guys suggest? 2 connections, 1 connection? Depends on the combo.
Depends on the combo. Like I try and flip if it comes up in the conversation, like I'll invite, or I kind of just feel it out. And sometimes if I see they read it and didn't answer, I'll still invite them anyway if I need to get an invite out. Like,
well, yeah, like I have a girl that I'm talking to right now. I sent her a friend request earlier this month or last month. Messaged her because she was a recent friend. I was like, hey, thanks for adding me. Love connecting with new people. Blah blah blah. Sending positive vibes your way. She responded, thanks. That was it. But then she started liking on some of my posts. So I messaged her. I'm like, hey, we never worked together. Would you be down X, Y, and Z? She's like, oh, yeah, sure. So it depends.
Just got to feel it out kind of thing.
Yeah. If they're engaging on your stuff, though, I say that's free game to just invite them. Because people don't like your stuff for no reason. Like, no one's just scrolling Instagram going, like. If they like your stuff, for some reason, it stuck out to them. So just ask them, like, hey, saw you liked that. You want to do this? You in?
You trying to.
Are we sending vibes to each other right now? Oh, we're not? Okay, let's have a good day.
That's how I feel sometimes. Like, no? Okay, great.
And a girl the other day, she was like, no, I just liked your makeup. I'm like, okay, well, nice. Take care. Thanks, girl.
Oh, gosh.
Any other questions or anything, guys? I feel like I'm getting quiet over here. I'm still laying in my bed. I'm like, gonna just like slide down.
Okay, I just put the invite that I'm using in the chat.
Oh, no. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Copy and paste.
Did we lose some people? Or was it just Olivia?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Also, did you guys see the super cute shirt that they posted? It's new on Beachbody.
Yes, I did see that one.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
I saw that. I really like that one too. Oh, I had another thing totally unrelated to what we had been talking about. So one thing that I saw, one of the many things that I picked up at Summit and just following top coaches is that a lot of top coaches have set power hour times for themselves and their coaches. Like I think Haley Christian, I saw a video of hers. She says that she does a power hours every single day from 9 to noon and invites her coaches to jump onto that power hour with her whenever they're free in that time frame. I really want to do that. I want to do something like that. The only thing is with my schedule, every other week it would be a different time. So I was wondering if anybody would be willing to split that responsibility with me. And because I could, on my weeks off, I don't know what time yet. Like, we could figure out a time, what time works best for most people. But looking for someone that wants to just partner up and every other week host a Monday through Friday. And when I say somebody, I'm like mainly talking to you, Marley, because Marley, would you like to do this? Would you like to
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what times? Because my kids usually sleep from between 11 and 2. Those are like the general window there. And then when Chris gets home, I eat dinner and then go straight to work from like 6 to 9. So I could do like a 6 to 9 type thing.
We could have different times available too. Like
I think
Yeah, definitely.
I
like
think 6 to 9 is good though.
Huh?
I feel like 6 to 9 is good because I feel like the vast majority of our team is home around that time. And then, so then the weeks that I'm at work, I could have you hosting the 6 to 9 power hour. And the weeks that I'm home, because actually it's around the time that I work too right now, is around between, on my off weeks, between like 6 and 9.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, we are kind of getting up too. We're getting up around that time. Like if it was during the middle of the day, we're sleeping.
yeah. So we could
That
still
makes sense.
possibly hop on.
So in the power hour, because I never did do one for Legacy Collective, how exactly does that work? Do we just all get on and jam out to some music and work together and ask questions if we need it?
Yeah, like what I'm thinking is I want it to be very, very different than a team call. Like I don't want it to be a place where we're asking tons of questions. I mean, obviously if you have questions, ask them.
Right.
But basically I want it to just be a time where we hop on and work together. That way some of the newer coaches who are like, what does a power hour even really look like, can kind of get a feel and understand what those daily tasks look like. And also kind of like a sense of accountability. Like, hey, I showed up for my power hour today. I saw you there.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, cool. And is this, how many times a week are we doing this, every day or a couple times a week?
I'm thinking like Monday through Friday.
Yeah, that's perfect. I can do that. I can do it. Woohoo. When do you want to start this?
What day is it? Wednesday?
Wednesday, I think.
Thursday.
Is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday.
It's for sure Wednesday because I got off today.
Oh yeah.
Wednesdays are the worst and best days of my week.
Every other day, Wednesdays are awesome. Okay, so yeah, then let's do Thursday. Let's start tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
And I'll probably be on around 8 o'clock tomorrow because I have to work.
We were doing it tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna do it Monday through Friday.
I'm going out of town, so I'll try to hop on, but
And yeah, it'll be like it's not gonna be like required for everybody to be on every single time, but I want whoever hosts it to be on for the vast majority, Monday through Friday, every day. And if there's a day you can't host it, then let me know and we'll figure out someone to like do it in your place.
Comes during the day. Like I'm a day worker, so for anybody that has like off or like maybe we can even talk about like I can pop on like maybe even like a Saturday for like an hour. You know what I mean? For people
Yeah.
who need Saturday times, like I usually put in at least a little bit of work on Saturday mornings.
Okay.
We can
Yeah,
do
that's
Saturday mornings too.
okay. I can't commit to that because I do Saturdays and Sundays off. I just keep that Nate's time. But Monday through Friday, I'm down for anything.
Well, speaking of giving time to the significant others, it's getting to be my time with Anthony. So
My time to hit the pillow.
yeah, our time is night time right now. So
Alrighty.
well, this was awesome. We're so glad I think this was our biggest team call yet. This was awesome.
Yeah. I like this. Felt so productive. I love this.
Hey, Desiree,
Yeah.
will you be my emergency contact for my ticket for Summit?
I was like, for what? Yeah. Although I don't know if that's a good idea because if something happens to you at Summit, then something bad probably happened to me too.
Can we look at Desiree's face in that beautiful picture?
I was just gonna ask if we could get a picture quick because I didn't get to get one last time when I wasn't feeling well.
For sure. All right.
Okay,
Calls from Nate.
but it just sucks because I'm on my phone, so I can't get like everybody. I don't know how to put everyone in it.
Do you see like, the option for gallery view?
Hold on.
Hmm.
I need some light.
It's showing.
Well, that didn't really help. All right.
Rachel, is your computer like on your put your computer on your lap and then turn your chair around, then your light will be shining on your face.
Second, I'm struggling.
Look, there you are. Okay. All right, hold on. Make my ponytail look all cute. All right.
Can you share it with me, Desiree?
Also,
I can post it.
okay, wait. I just got you doing a weird.
Oh, don't do that.
Don't do that. Okay. Everyone's smiling. Cheese. Hey. Everybody party. Okay, I gotta call my boyfriend. He just keeps blowing up my phone, so. Hurt.
Bye, guys. All right.
Bye.
I'll have the recording up tomorrow for anyone who missed it.
Cool.